when you're not running Facebook ads, you're slightly missing out. But when you're not creating organic content, you are really missing out. I was sitting in the hot tub watching YouTube yesterday, and this clip came up from Hormozi. So I'm going to play it. His whole stance here is that organic content drastically increases the impact of your ads and everything else. And so it's not hard. You're already creating the stuff that you need to make the content out of. You're just not making the content out of it, which means it's not that much harder to add it in. So I want to, play the video.
Base, school, right? Tons of traffic, where do we send it? Right now, if you have paid ads, starting organic will immediately make the paid ads more profitable. Because what will happen is people will look at the ads, then they will look at your organic, and then they will take the next step. Even if they took the next step and booked a call, they will actually show. And if they show, they'll have a higher percentage of closing. Like, don't worry about the views and all of that stuff that happens in the early days. Just keep making it, and just think about it in the beginning as lead nurture. In the early days, it'll be nurture. As you get bigger and bigger, it'll become acquisition.
Pretty crazy, right? And I think at its core, it does make a lot of sense. I know I do a lot of research before I make a decision or decide who I'm going to work with. And part of that research is consuming their content. And you think about it like those micro pieces of content that you're consuming, you're building a deeper relationship with them. It's like, for example, a neighbor, and you guys take the trash out at the same time one day, and you end up just having a little conversation because it's raining. You're like, man, this sucks. And they're like, yeah, this sucks. I hate the rain. Yeah, me too. Where are you from? They say, where are you from? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, bye. You go back in, right? Happens again the next week. Now it's a lot easier, right? You feel a lot deeper. You feel a lot more connected. Oh, hey, what's going on? Like, I heard this happened in Michigan, blah, blah, blah. You guys talk about it a little bit. You go back in. Third time, fourth time, fifth time. After a few times, they say, hey, can I borrow your car? You're like, I don't care, sure. You know what I mean? And it's that simple. It's those micro interactions. And so those are the same interactions people are having with your content at scale while you're sitting at home eating Cheetos. Like, it's a very crazy thing because it's a one-sided thing, but they feel that interaction. So with that content, your goal should be getting people to like you and trust you. And without the content, it's very hard to do. So what typically happens is we've got, this is a wall, and these are all the people on Facebook. Okay, these are all the people on Facebook. And then we create our funnel, and we create an ad, and we pay money to get this ad going. And this ad is kind of like a roundy machine. And Facebook grabs people from here and puts them into the funnel, okay? And throughout the funnel, there's levels of commitment required from them. And they need to have a high amount of trust to do anything with these levels of commitment, right? And if you're creating organic content, I guess two things are happening. People are consuming this without the ad flywheel, right? People are organically finding this without ads. But the other thing that's happening is these people are dropping out of your funnel, right? They're not ready for this level of commitment. They might not even be ready for this level of commitment, and they're leaving the funnel. So you've paid good money to get them into this funnel. Now they're leaving the funnel. But if you can increase their trust throughout this process, throughout this content, it's going to just shoot them back up into the funnel, because these are going to have the same call to action as your ad right here, right? Hey, have us come out for a free estimate. Hey, fill out our estimator tool. Hey, get an instant quote, blah, 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 blah. These are going to shoot them back up there because they're ready to do it. And they've built more trust throughout this. So you just think about it. Without these things here, you've got a small percentage that come through the ads, but this percentage would be a lot more because you're constantly refilling the funnel. Without this organic content, these people are dripping out and they're going into your competitor's funnel, which is not good. We do not want that. We don't want them to go to their funnel. We want them to stay in our funnel. And there's a bunch of ways that you can create organic content. I broke that down in a different video that's linked here somewhere. But with this, like, the organic content serves those two purposes. It's a catch for people leaving the funnel. It stops them in their tracks. It gets them to re-engage and come back up with your content. It gets new people into the funnel, right? Your organic content reaches new audiences. It has a call to action. It throws them back up into the funnel. And it also builds way more trust. Through an ad, It's like, yeah, this is an ad. I don't really trust anybody that I see on an ad, right? But if I come across organically and the person's just teaching me things, he's helping me, he's giving me value, I'm less skeptical. Like, I'm more likely to work with him. So it's a very simple thing. Throughout your advertising journey, there's always going to be a drastic increase of the quality of your leads and the quantity of your leads with organic content. And so there's a way that you should mix all of this in. You should be doing organic content on top of the ads because you're already creating the stuff. Like, if you had, like, this is the analogy here. If me telling you to create organic content meant that you had to go out and build a swimming pool just for organic content, that would be silly, right? But you're already building the damn swimming pool, so you might as well be creating content from it. Does that make sense? If I said, hey, you need to post videos, and you're like, I don't have anything to post because we're not doing anything, and I said, well, go build a pool to post it, like, that's a lot of work for the content. That's a lot of effort just for that content, and it wouldn't make sense. But you're already building the damn pools. All you have to do is get your freaking phone, take a video, talk about what's going on, take a picture, post it, talk about it, do it, record your face talking about a problem you ran into or a question a homeowner asked you, and it's all there. The content is all there. You're just being lazy and you're not creating it. And it's costing you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. If you need help creating organic content, that's what we do with pool businesses. I'd love to, there's an application below. You can apply there and see if it's a good fit. But I'd love to help you out. Hopefully this helps though.